In the never-ending competition for the most corrupt head of state in Southern Africa, Emmerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa has just tightened his grip on the gold medal. And you may ask, how does one outdo decades of ZANU-PF looting, tender manipulation, and bribery? Simple. Just conjure up a Dubai briefcase company, hand it a hospital refurbishment contract, no tender, no competition, and call it visionary leadership. Welcome to the world of Prevail International Group of Companies, the latest phantom company to emerge from Mnangagwa's imagination, or perhaps straight from the diplomatic bag of his fixer, tempter Paul Tungwarara. This masterclass in corruption was neatly wrapped in a .com domain registered in January 2025, just in time for the first invoice. In case you are wondering who this Tungwarara fellow is, he was appointed in November 2024 as Mnangagwa's Special Presidential Investment Advisor for the UAE. Because when you are building a kleptocracy, you obviously need a special advisor whose job is to shake down the Emirates, create shelf companies in Dubai, and cash in on every government project with a dollar sign. So how does this scam play out? First, you have a government minister telling the nation that he visited one of the hospitals and he would rather President Mnangagwa look at how to fix the hospitals. Second, Mnangagwa fakes a surprise visit to Salim Mugabe and Parire Nyatwa hospitals, acting as if he just woke up from a dream and discovered that Zimbabwe's healthcare system is in ruins. Cameras roll, doctors look confused, nurses are warned to smile. The script is executed flawlessly, and right after the crocodile leaves the building, voila! Prevail International is already on site, refurbishing like their lives depend on it. Because, well, their bank accounts definitely do. Let's be clear, this was not a visit, it was an unveiling ceremony for yet another secret, untendered, overpriced government contract designed to drain national coffers and enrich Mnangagwa's mafia state. Now, Prevail International is no stranger to suspicious contracts. This company, which seems to exist mostly on paper and in glossy brochures, was mysteriously awarded the Zimbabwe Cyber City project before it was even registered. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, in Mnangagwa's Zimbabwe, you can win government contracts for billions before your company even exists. Try that in any other country and you will be arrested for fraud. Try it in Zimbabwe and you will get a diplomatic passport. Speaking of diplomatic passports, remember when Mnangagwa told government officials to treat Tungwarara with privileges, facilities, and immunities of a diplomat? Well, that wasn't metaphorical. The man got a diplomatic passport because apparently in Zimbabwe, if you can fake your way through a Dubai company website, you get to skip the queues, dodge taxis, and carry briefcases of cash across borders like a Bond villain with a bad taste in suits. At this rate, we wouldn't be surprised if Wicknell Chivayo actually has a diplomatic passport. Let's talk numbers. Prevail International got a contract for $15 million for a State House perimeter wall. $15 million. And yes, we are talking about a wall with no roof, no decorations, not a gold-plated one, not electrified, not magical, just a wall. It gets better. Prevail International is also managing the 50,000 stand housing project for war veterans, operating solar projects, borehole projects, youth programs, and wait for it, helping with Angel of Hope the charity run by First Lady Auxilia Mnangagwa. This is a charity backed by a corruption cartel. We have truly entered the twilight zone. And where is Prevail International headquartered? In Zimbabwe, they proudly list 35 Dacombe Road, Chisipiti, which is, wait for it, just a regular house. In Dubai, they operate from a mixed-use building, part studio apartments, part low-budget hustle. In the UK, they set up shop at 12 The Saltings, Greenhead, Kent, which, you guessed it, is a 3-bedroom house. One would be forgiven for expecting a global conglomerate to have an office somewhere that doesn't share walls with a kitchen pantry and a laundry basket. But this is Zimbabwe, where shell companies are sovereign, cronies are diplomats, and contracts are signed in the shadows. Let's not forget Tungwarara's greatest hits, accused of scamming $1.3 million from an Indian investor for a stand he never owned, complete with goons for eviction duties. And the missing police report for the US $350,000 loan he allegedly took and didn't repay. Disappeared like justice, like accountability, like Zimbabwe's economic future. And what does this all tell us? This tells us that Mnangagwa is not running a country. He's running a cartel with flags. Zimbabwe is a logo for looting, a brand for briefcase billionaires, and a paradise for anyone bold enough to dream up a fake company and sell it to the state as a solution. So the next time Mnangagwa says he's building a middle-income economy, just remember it's middle income for his friends, his wife's charity, and anyone with a briefcase, a Dubai address, and the guts to fake a business profile. And for the rest of Zimbabwe, your hospital bed is still broken, your road is still a pothole simulator, and your president is busy wiring contracts to his kitchen cabinet. Subscribe to Zimwaves TV, where we unpack the scandals, name the criminals, and expose the empire of rot, one briefcase company at a time.
Matoke kupetsisira imishumba endai munoita kamuna matoke kupetsisira birika povari kukundana kamuna matoke kupetsisira taneta isu vana veZimbabwe torerwa upfumi nezvikanaka hatichadi isu vana venyika kuparadza nhaka yevana vedu. Saka tienda unoita kamuna matoke kupetsisira shikananda endai munoita kamuna matoke kupetsisira parakashi endai munoita kamuna matoke kupetsisira bagesa vane siginaro kamuna matoke kupetsisira taneta isu vana veZimbabwe torerwa upfumi nezvikananda hatichadi isu vana venyika kuparadza nhaka yevana vedu. Saka tatienda unoita kamuna matoke kupetsisira vemauto tibatsireipa kamuna matoke kupetsisira asi yese ngatitsvamukepa kamuna matoke kupetsisira mazanu endai munoita kamuna matoke kupetsisira taneta isu vana veZimbabwe torerwa upfumi nezvikananda hatichadi isu vana venyika kuparadza nhaka yevana vedu. Saka tatienda unoita matoke kupedzisira. Chitananda endai munoita kamuna matoke kupedzisira.